Hey everybody, we've been out walking around our neighborhood every couple nights for the last few weeks. We're looking for antler sheds, and all the buck that we see are still carrying their antlers, so they haven't fallen off yet. But we just found our third old shed already. You can see this is an old one, it's chewed up, and the other two that I found last week were chewed up as well. Down here in the basement of our new house, again, that's the antler I just found. 2 years old, maybe 3 years old. Lots of decay and a lot of chew marks from the critters on there, but I still consider these to be Rocky Mountain gold. And this is one of the old decayed mule deer antlers that I found across from our house last week when I was walking around. Kind of a cool look to it, huh? And a really old dinky mule deer antler. Here's another decayed one that I found 2 years ago. This is one that I found the night that I found the broken piece to the antler of the 6x6 that I would then later kill. And another old one that I found elk hunting up in the mountains. And another old decayed elk antler that I found up in the mountains. This is a crazy 5x5 that I killed probably 5 or 6 years ago. Check out the length of the brow tines on this thing. You know, the antlers aren't the biggest thing in the world, but look at how long those brow tines are. I don't know if you could see that or not. Look at those things. My wife and I found this antler shed when we were archery hunting 9.5 years ago. It's always been a favorite one of mine. I use it in decorating and in video backdrops. And here's another box of miscellaneous elk and mule deer antler pieces that I keep for crafts, knife handles, mule deer and elk. And if you want to have a real good laugh, that's the Nebraska mule deer from last year. But I'm telling you what, it is good eating. I don't ever keep anything like this when I'm hunting, but I found these elk, I guess you would call them jawbones, while we were camping a few years ago. I thought they were kind of cool. They were decayed, have a nice rustic look to them. And this little 5-pointer, 3x2, this was the first buck I ever killed in Pennsylvania as a kid, and it brings back fond memories. I can laugh about it now, but it definitely wasn't very sportsman-like on my behalf. Again, I was a kid, and I shot at this buck broadside while he was running. Shortly afterward, my dad came walking up toward me through the section of woods where I shot at that buck. My dad said, "I heard you shooting. Did you get him?" I said, "No, I missed him." And he says, "No, it's laying down there in the woods." So, yeah. Here's the 2012 Colorado bull rifle elk, European mount. This is a 6x5. We were painting the wall that this was hanging on, so I had to take it down. I'm going to hang it back up tonight. And that's the 2014 6x6 bull elk that had the broken antler. It's dark and there's a lot of shadows on the wall, but you can see these had a really nice dark color. I didn't feel like hauling the head back to the car, so I sawed the top of the skull off on these and just got a skull mount made out of it. So that's a very impromptu look at some of my antler sheds, some of the elk antlers from elk that I've killed over the last 5 or 6 years. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my videos, please do so. And until next time, this is the Rocky Mountain Meat Hunter saying, praise the Lord. The bartender said, "I said we don't serve dogs." He said, "I don't want a beer. I'm looking for the man that shot my paw."